Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome back to City Skylines. We are here just outside the city of Prospect and I'm looking at my most favourite intersection I think I've ever built on both this game and on Cities in Motion 2. This thing is fantastic, the way it handles traffic flow. We're at a little bit of a bottleneck at the moment, so you might see there's a couple of queues starting to build up, but this disperses very quickly. And that's what I like so much about this is why roundabouts were invented, to get traffic flowing nice and evenly throughout the city, and it does work. It does indeed work. Eventually all these vehicles here, you'll see that they're starting to move. Because there's nothing coming around the roundabout, they can move freely with no interruptions. Every now and then a lorry from the industrial estate comes across and might interrupt the flow slightly, but not to the extent that it causes real problems. As for the actual transit network in this city, I'm also quite pleased with that. It's starting to come along quite nicely. What we have is the bus line, which links up downtown of Langston, which is somewhere in here, just down there. It's one of those buses. It's a bluey coloured one. Not that one, or that one. It's like a dark. It's not like a dark blue. It's like a metallic. Is it that one? No, that's bus line 6 again. It's like a metallic blue kind of colour. I will recognise it when I see it. Oh, I think that's it there. Yep, there it is. Bus line 10. So that's what that one looks like. And they go between downtown Langston. They go via a bus stop over here, just outside the depot, which you can see is quite popular in one direction, not so much in the other direction. And then comes all the way down here, via the Cloverleaf, via the roundabout, which as you can see now is starting to free flow again, into Prospect, and then up into in fact it doesn't go into downtown at all, it goes to this station here and then drops off passengers and then loops around and back again. I'm really pleased with this. I think this is fantastic. It's a really nice connection. Just everything about this is good. We also have a new railway line that I've built. It goes from let me try and remember the order. This station here it goes from, and it goes down to this station here I think next, and then it goes up to Riverview up here, and then from there it comes back down to this main station here, and then it goes back to downtown Langston. I believe that's the order. We have a little bit of a train queue starting to build up here. Trains leaving and arriving from Riverview Station. I think I might get rid of this connection here, just to stop that from happening, because I can't see that many passengers wanting to head north from here, so I'm going to get rid of that. These trains go to and from Las Vegas, apparently. Las Vegas seems to have an important dynamic within our city. Lots of people seem to be arriving and leaving from that area. Right, Riverview is looking okay. There's a few deaths still, which I'm a little bit worried about. We're supposed to have good healthcare. Just check that actually. Do we have good healthcare? There's a hospital just here. I might build a clinic inside Riverview just to speed up response times. There we go. Opposite the station. Good access. There's an ambulance going out to do its thing. Okay, got a few more abandoned buildings over here. Commercial buildings mostly. Let's see if I can sort that out. Another one there. There's another one. Whoops. There. And there's one there. Apparently there's still one over here. Oh, it's that one. Oh dear. That's something I was looking at actually the other day when I was doing some work on here. Populations. Downtown Langston, so just this circular area here, and it expands out a little bit, I think it goes as far as this roundabout here now, has a population of 10,845, which I think is fantastic. Prospect, our newest city, has a population of 13,000, but that is just, I mean this whole thing at the moment is classed as Prospect. I could actually make this a new area up and along here, sort of to there. We'll expand this one out just a tiny bit again. and we'll get rid of this line here. bit like that. There we go. And then we'll get rid of this little area here as well. So that's called Elk Heights. And actually, I kind of like that name. That's a cool name. So we'll leave that one. And then over here, tiny bit again. And we'll get rid of this line here. Bit like that. And we'll get rid of the bit on the roundabout because we don't want that to be included. And that is Victoria Heights. And again, I like the sound of that one. So what do you know it? We end up with two randomly generated names, both of which I actually like. So we're going to be keeping those. Prospect itself, we're going to keep the same size that it is. We're going to have it so that it covers this station as well. That's brilliant. We're actually going to have Elk Heights cover that road there as well. There we are. This down here is the Dale District. I still need to rename that. I can't really be bothered right now. We have a massive traffic issue around here though. Mostly it is people wanting to head up towards this cargo train terminal. Some of it is actually going into the city itself as well, to the commercial buildings, and there is a fair amount of it which is still heading north. That's the bus. Exporting goods. So yeah, they still drive out of the city, even though we have this lovely cargo terminal. I think it's because the trains themselves aren't actually running that smoothly at the moment, because of junctions like this. There's a lot of conflicting movements going on. That does cause a small bit of an issue. Major track rebuilding might have to be in place. I'm hoping Colossal Order soon add the option to build one-way tracks, and then you can do like flyovers and dive unders. If they bring that out with the tunnels, that would be fantastic. That would be very, very helpful. This station certainly seems to be popular. A lot of trains arriving and leaving from this station. I'll class that as being a good thing. Is it going to Las Vegas? No, Springdale. Ha! What do you know? Right, so today's episode, since we're finally... Not enough water. Oh dear. Since we're finally over here, what we're going to be doing in today's episode is building some stuff. So, what needs doing? Well, we got this university here, where a dead person is waiting to be transported. That cannot be good. I could have sworn this industrial area has a fire station. Yeah, it does. Oh, screw it, I'm going to put another one in. Down here next to the university, just like that. Just so these buildings don't burn down. We've got so many fires at the moment, it's unbelievable. Alright, this train seems to be doing well for itself, it's full. This one behind it is not full. But that's fine, I'm not too bothered about that. Wow, we have a real queue of trains again. Not good. Not good in the slightest. Definitely need one-way tracks. So yes, sorry, construction. Construction. We're going to build north of the freeway, over in this area today. And we're going to be extending Prospect. That's what this is. New parts of Prospect. Prospect is going to become the biggest city in the region. So, without further ado, let's actually start construction, shall we? So we have a road that goes over like this. And it's going to keep heading north right the way up to here. We'll worry about that section in a second. Now here's the tricky bit. Can I get this to go up and over there? No, I can't. Okay, in that case we will worry about this bit now. We'll do it as far as here and then across again. Connect up like that. That's roughly halfway. And I saw that one's halfway. So this is Prospect really starting to grow now, what we're doing here. This is the first signs of it becoming a true massive city. and this has been our real money spinner recently. Since we built Prospect, my profits have gone through the roof, so I'm really happy with that. You could see actually down below how much money we've got and how much money we're making. All of that is from the construction of Prospect, and it took a lot of money to actually get to this stage, I admit that. There was a lot of saving up that happened behind the scenes to make sure we could actually build this city. But now that we have, and it's up and running, and people are swarming in, as you can see by the number of people using the freeway, it is a really successful venture, and I am absolutely thrilled with how well it's turned out. So it's a risk worth taking, I would say. If there's anyone out there who's playing the game and wants to know, is it a good idea to build a massive city, or is it worth just sitting back on what you've got? As long as it's done properly, I would say it's worth the risk, because you end up making an absolute ton of money. And because of all that, I've been able to afford to go back to Langston and improve some of the living conditions there, which in turn has made Langston more popular again. I've been able to afford a huge transport network, mass transit, buses, metros, trains. Some point soon I'll be putting ferry terminals in as well, because that's something else that I've unlocked since the last episode, is the ability to actually have ferry terminals for both goods and for passengers. That's the word I'm looking for. So that's exciting. Right, at the moment I'm just putting in heavy residential, because we're going to need lots of housing in this city. I'm actually going to undo that one and that one. I'm going to put these in as dense commercial, because it looks like we need some of that too. Since I'll do that one, and I'll do that one. We'll have some more housing, and then we'll have some office space, like so, and then we'll have some more housing. And then I suppose we could have office space up along the side here, and down this side here, like so. And then along the bottom here, I suppose we'll have just more residential. Now I need to work out mass transit, so I'll be doing that momentarily. First thing I want to worry about though is water. We need to get water into this new part of the city. Luckily we got water pipes pretty much everywhere from previous construction projects, so that makes life a hell of a lot easier for me. Oops, there we go. Straight north like this, and then to this one. Straight south via centre. Now at this point I would like to say something that some of you guys have noticed in some of my videos, and I feel like I shouldn't really hide away from it anymore. I should actually come out and say the reason why. Sometimes the audio is out of sync on my videos, and it is something that I'm aware of. It's something that sometimes I'm aware of it whilst I'm editing as well, but a lot of the time when I've noticed it in editing, it's only been out by a small amount, so it hasn't bothered me too much. But you are right, the audio is definitely out of sync at times, and it is something that I'm looking to try and actually stop from happening in the future. The reason it's like that is because my laptop sometimes skips out when I start recording. So even though I've started talking, it doesn't pick up on it immediately, and then by the time it has picked up on it, it's normally running 2 to 3 seconds behind. And then most of my editing process just involves putting the audio track onto the video track and just saving it and uploading it. That's normally how I get this done. This is how I get the videos out to you guys on time. So sometimes there is a little bit of a discrepancy, the audio is out of sync, and I am aware of that, and I'm trying to find ways to get my laptop to run just that little bit faster to stop that from being a problem in the future. So I do apologise for that being the case, and like I said, I am working on actually fixing the problem so it no longer becomes an issue for both you and me, because it annoys me as well when my videos are out of sync. It really does annoy me, because I put so much work into the videos, recording them and editing them and uploading them, and you know, you guys are perfectly entitled to tell me that they're out of sync, and that's what I like, the fact that you guys are engaging that much and you notice things like that. It annoys me more than anything that they're out of sync. It doesn't annoy me that you guys are telling me that, because that's helpful, so I do appreciate that, and like I said, I do apologise for that. Right, enough of that waffling. We have our new part of the city. It needs wiring up, because for some reason they build in such a strange order that you end up with these areas with no power. So that's that fixed. We need to give this area a name. So let's mark it out and actually see what the game can come up with again for this one. Poplar Park. Let's change it to Poplar Grove. There we are. Let's have a look at some of its policies as well. Power usage, water usage, smoke detector, recycling, smoking ban, parks and rec, education boost, city planning, heavy traffic ban. Taxation, I don't like fiddling around with that because it prevents growth of certain types. I feel that's a bit counterproductive, so I tend to avoid that if possible. It's not always the case, but a lot of the time I prefer to avoid that. Putting all these policies in, it does cost a little bit of money. Well, I can't put heavy traffic ban there, but I can for Prospect itself has a heavy traffic ban, and there's a north. Okay, yeah, that works. So heavy traffic now can go through here, up one of these streets, probably up the main avenue here, and then along the north side here, and then up and over the bridge into Poplar Grove. Just so there's no issues with lorries trying to deliver things to the high density commercial. Might actually split this area into two. It's not a bad idea. So we've got Hickory Hills and Poplar Grove. I can live with that. Two good names. Just extend this out a little bit more. There we are. Right. Now this one, policies. Power usage, water usage, smoke detector, recycling, smoking, parks, rec, education. Just want to make sure I didn't put heavy traffic. I did put heavy traffic ban there. Not good. Can't do that. We need heavy traffic arriving, otherwise these places won't have any deliveries. And that again would be counterproductive. And now the final piece of the puzzle is a new road from here, which I can build quite nicely like that, and this will eventually become a new industrial area, and it will have direct links to the freeways, and it will also have direct link to the railway, and that's the important bit for me, is the link to the railway. But for now it is just sat there. It does mean that you have to go through Prospect to actually get to Hickory Hills and Poplar Grove. Might not seem the best idea at the moment, but in the future it will work. We'll upgrade some of the roads, we'll create a one-way system going around the edge of Elk Heights and Victoria Heights, or at least we'll upgrade to 6-lane roads, just so that's definitely possible. Again, we've got lots of traffic that's arriving in Prospect, but this roundabout is sustaining it. It's making it very, very easy to actually work with, and even the traffic coming out of this goods station is very, very little compared to the other goods station over here, where it's still quite thick flowing. It's not as bad, but it isn't great. The Jeffreys Industrial Park. We do still have a lot of abandoned buildings actually. I'm a little bit worried about that. And there's a lot of empty space in here as well, which could do with being built on. So let's do a little bit of that. Make this area a little bit bigger. From here we'll go this way, round into there like that. We won't worry about that bit. So let's zone this up again, shall we? So let's do a little bit of that. Make this area a little bit bigger. From here we'll go this way, round into there like that. We won't worry about that bit. So let's zone this up again, shall we? Just as much as we've got to monitor Prospect to make sure that everyone is living okay and doing okay. I think actually Langston as a whole is still a lot bigger than Prospect. If you look at it like this, you can see there's still a huge size difference, and even the industrial parks. The Jeffreys Industrial Park is a lot bigger than the Dale District. We're still having buildings burning down. What on earth is going on? I could definitely use some more cemeteries and crematoriums, so I'm going to build those. We'll put a cemetery here. We'll put a crematorium right next to it, just so that's dealt with. That apparently needs power, even though there's a power line that goes directly into it. Right, mass transit. I think here we can build a harbour. And you can see it connects up to the shipping lanes. You can actually see where it connects to the shipping lanes. So I think... See, I could have one over here. But it says it can't connect to the route. So I think we should have... let's see, I want a cargo one. In fact, let's put the passenger one there. Passenger harbour. We'll put that one there. And we'll put another one up here. And then we'll put a cargo terminal in this section here. We'll connect it all up. So we'll do that one like that, and then from here we'll go straight out like that, and we'll bring it into that road. Why not? And then on this side we'll go something like that, and then connect that up like that. Should we zone this? Can do, I suppose. We could put heavy residential all along here. Although why you'd want to live this close to that, I don't know, but some people might, who knows. Right, water. We need to make sure we've got water. I think this is done good for power. Maybe not, actually. It looks like there's still a demand for power. That's cool. We'll link all that up. Power-wise, we could do... I don't really know what we could do for power. I'll have to come back to that. As for this, though, we've got to connect this up. So let's go via there, like that. And then this one will go up like this, and we'll connect to it like that. And again, we'll zone this as residential. All along like this. Through like this, and then all of this section as well. Although again, this is water treatment, so we might put commercial there. Probably best if we did put commercial there, because there's commercial on the other side of it. Which makes life a little bit easier. Right. Don't know whether these are actually up and running or not. We got water. Go into this one, so that's good. It's hard to tell whether or not these are actually functioning until you actually see a ship arrive, but we won't have a ship arrive yet because we still need power. Maybe that was the problem. There was no power. You can probably hear my cat under my feet meowing away. Apologies if you can hear him. He knows he's a bad cat, yet he carries on doing it anyway. Can I build a dam somewhere? Get some hydroelectric in. Be cool if I could, but I don't want to flood anything. So really I need to go upriver to do that. We don't have any big rivers. We do up there. We have that huge reservoir. So maybe that'll be my next port of call, is buy some land up there. Until then, I'll just be building some of these. Just one there, and one over here, just to get power in. Electric in. cool if I could, but I don't want to flood anything. So really I need to go upriver to do that. We don't have any big rivers. We do up there. We have that huge reservoir. So maybe that'll be my next port of call, is buy some land up there. Until then, I'll just be building some of these. Just one there and one over here. So we should actually be seeing boats arriving soon as well. And that would be very, very nice indeed. Now, something else that I'm going to put in here very quickly is an avenue that will just run straight up. Like that. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can upgrade these roads to one way. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Like that. And then the same on this side. Like that. There we are, one-way streets. Okay. Buses. Do we need to get buses in here? We could probably do with a metro line connecting these two areas up actually. But I'll worry about that in the next episode, because we have pretty much run out of time today, guys. We've had a pretty productive episode, I'd like to say, with this new area. First part of it was a little bit of rabbiting on whilst I was explaining to you guys what was new, so I do apologise for that. But since then we have had a lot of work done, and I'm pleased with the amount of work we've done as well. It's very nice. I like to see productivity going on in the city, and we're definitely getting that now, so I'm very, very happy about that. Just upgrading these roads to provide better traffic flow in and out of these two areas. Like I said, I'll improve mass transit new, so I do apologise for that. But since then we have had a lot of work done, and I'm pleased with the amount of work we've done as well. It's very nice. It's a very freeway junction. Something over here perhaps connecting up to this little area here, just to help with the traffic flow. There's a lot of lorries wanting to use this as well. There's a couple of buses, mostly looks like private vehicles actually. Oh well, I'll worry about that in the next episode as well, if I don't sort it out between episodes. So until next time guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you soon.